Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our HIK League. My name is Evan. Just want to quickly change my field of view here. Give me 1 second so we can get started with this. All right, there we go. Nice to see everybody again. So for some of you that might not be familiar, I'm Evan. I'm from HikVision, and we do this every week to share as much knowledge and information as possible that we can. So I hope this helps a bit. So today's topic is HikConnect. So some of you might have noticed that we've changed some things on the app. We made it very user-friendly, nice, sexy design. It's got a little bit more of a softer color palette as well. So we're going to go into that. Just want to make sure, yes, everything still seems fine on my side. There we go. All right. So getting started. This app is designed for end users. It's not really designed for installers. We have an app for that we're going to do next week. That is our HIK Partner Pro account. So for that type of installation, monitoring type of, people. So we'll get into that next week. But as HikConnect is designed for the end user and not for the installer. So if you're an installer, use HikConnect. Okay. Anyway, moving on. It's an easy to use app to be able to use it to view multiple different products of HikVision itself. We do have other apps, and we'll get into that itself. Just to get the understanding, the first topic is what is HikConnect? Some of you might not be familiar with it. So it's a global app itself. It's being used internationally everywhere in different countries. To view CCTV, we look at your different access control, video intercom, and your alarm systems, and quite a few other products as well. So multiple different people are using it. It's easy to download from the App Stores, Play Store, or from our own website, and I'll show you guys after we're done with this PPT. And then it's easy with the network, so there's no ways that you need to worry about static IP addresses, DNSs, or opening up ports. As long as you have that internet connectivity to it, you are done. So making your life a lot easier. So some of you that a little bit still lost in there, so just to show you the pictures, as an example from an alarm system, access control, so you can unlock and open up doors, or even do time attendance for HR. That's pretty cool. And then we have our video intercom. So if your mother-in-law is visiting you, you can see it's her and you don't have to answer. So that's helping. HikVision is helping you. Anyway, moving on from there, we've got CCTV, our routers, and quite a few other products as well. So somebody asked me yesterday why the router. Well, it's pretty cool. I think I have mentioned it before. So on your mobile phone, your cell phone, So on your mobile phone, if you're like me that have teenagers, and after 10 o'clock you tell them you are still online, child, please get off the phone and see tomorrow's school. So if they don't want to listen, very easy, from the router, from your HikConnect app, you can see the devices that are connected to it and say disable that device Wi-Fi. So your Wi-Fi will still work, everyone else's, but not your child. They might hate you for that evening, but I trust you, tomorrow things will be better. So just a parenting tip there from HikVision side. So allows you to obviously view the footages or whatever the information is that you require from the devices through the cloud, through our server that we have in each different countries. And we do this by peer-to-peer. So we have more than 200 different countries and areas that we cover. We cover the United States, we cover Brazil, we cover Thailand, we cover the UK, Venice, the entire world. So very easy from your devices, as you can see, to the cloud, to your mobile phone, wherever you are. It's not like if there is already devices connected, as long as your mobile phone is connected to the internet, your devices are connected to the internet as well. This allows you that even if you're on holiday, you can still see what's going on, making life way easier for you. All right. All of these devices and all these protocols have their certifications and approval. There's a big cybersecurity improvement on all our HikVision products. We strongly work on that on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, like any other company or brand out there, we don't have any control what is out there with how can I say, the hackers, if I can put it that way, that do certain things. These are technologies. We all are vulnerable, whether you are using some sort of social media platform or whether you are using our product. We are all vulnerable. So as soon as there's something, we immediately do a bug fix or immediately try and sort it out and alert as well. Moving on from there, we have multiple different apps. So as obviously, as you know, apps regarding the HikConnect. So for the HikConnect itself, it will work on Android. It will work on iOS. On Apple phones. So that's for the normal Play Store of the App Store itself. We also have it working on multiple other devices. So you can have your web browser connected onto it as well. And there's other programs, other platforms, if I can put it that way, like Linux and etc. So it can be used. We've installed it on multiple other Android devices as well, and it is working very well. But you also have similar apps that looks very similar in the design. Everything is the same. That is like the HikLook version app itself. It is the HikConnect app. It's obviously just under HikLook, and HikLook, yes, is part of a division of Hikvision. We also have the GuardVision as well. So the GuardVision is an app for third-party companies. Some of the guys might know it from the IDS company, where they have their own mobile app for their devices. Yes, it's a HikVision product, but just making it easier for their clients as well. So if you're interested in that, please let us know. Moving on from there, easy to download, easy to register. We do have a facility where as a visitor that you can log in and use it for a time period, but we recommend that you obviously register and log in to the device and create your own account. So once you have done that, and it's very simple and it's free, so there's no fees involved with that, you can go to the next following steps. You take your mobile phone, as an example, you take your phone, you take the device that you have once you have set up HikConnect on the device, and I'll show you guys a little bit just now from a technical side. You take the device that you have, this is my mouse device. You take your mobile phone, you scan the QR code, and you are done. So very easy authentication method for that, so it makes it a lot easier. Please take note also that you can also use other facilities to unbind it if you have maybe devices already on your your app itself, making it a lot easier for you. So unbinding gives you the same capabilities. There are different ways that you can follow for unbinding, and later on with the HikConnect, HikPartner Pro, my apologies, the HikPartner Pro, we will go through the unbinding. But just to quickly let you know, you go to the device, select unbinding, and then it will ask you to put in your password or your verification. Once you've done that, the device has been unbind. You need to be in the same network as the device, making it a bit easier for you to unbind it. There are other methods, and we'll get into that at a later stage. All right, moving on from there. And now it's not going to the next slide. It is jumping slides now. How fun is that? Okay, let's go back. All right. So for the normal peer-to-peer itself, there's no need for you to speak to your ISP company. There's no need for you to log into the router and do some firewall configurations. As long as your connectivity, whether it's a LAN or whether it's Wi-Fi, has the capability to have internet access, that's all you need. That's the only requirement that you need, basically, to have that peer-to-peer. So it's very straightforward. From your HikConnect app right through to your devices, you can configure, making it a bit easier. If we go onto the app, you'll see that the features have changed now. The design have changed. So once you go onto it, as an example, CCTV, you'll see on the top left-hand side, all your devices are there. So it will give you a list or rundown, like you can see in the picture that's been highlighted. It says NVR, and underneath the NVR, it will tell you if there's a hard drive or SD card, whatever alerts has been installed, or whatever the health monitoring of the devices as a quick access towards it. You also see a little picture of the devices itself, of the image that you can change if you would like to. Once you have selected that image, it will go into your camera devices. You can see what's going on. There is a quick button tab that also is customized for playback or for your arming or disarming for like an alarm or AccuSense, so making it a bit easier for you to use. For the live view, once you're in the live view itself, it will give you the normal buttons like playback, put the volume higher, change the screen, maybe rotate it from a normal point of view of viewing or HD viewing. So there are different options there that you can select to get better quality out of it. Not just that, you'll see that there's also a little bar that you can customize as well to select whatever you would want to. As you can see in the picture, I think it says there, customization for capture images, your recording, two-way audio, PTZ. And then just down below it, it will give you an option there for customization. And you can add, if it's a PTZ, you can add maybe the wiper button if you would like to. So it will wipe the PTZ or maybe digital zoom, whatever you prefer to make it easier for you. On these devices itself, not all devices have this options. Some will have options according to the devices itself. So if you do have a camera that's got a built-in microphone, a built-in speaker, it will allow you to have that two-way audio, which allows you to press the button and yell at your children in the lounge, playing on TikTok, instead of answering your WhatsApp messages. And then they get irritated like that, really over the camera, like yes, over the camera, because you're not answering your WhatsApp messages. And I think there's a few parents that says, that is a cool idea. It is, trust me, it really works. All right, and then not just that, underneath that, it gives you clear indication of any alerts that you might have. So making it a bit easier, you'll see that that clear event is there. So making sure that you can see if there was any events recent. Moving on from there, if you go to the quick playback or the smart playback, please take note that smart playback are in certain devices that have motion or the AI technology of AccuSense for human and vehicle detection. So these will be in also in our I series, our K and our Q series as well for certain devices, allowing you to do playback and target specific for human or vehicle. That will be under color coding. So if it's a vent, it's red. If it is a human, it will be green. That little bar at the bottom. I'm shining my laser, my little laser, sorry, towards the monitor and not to you guys. Okay, let's try that again. Where's my mouse? I do have a mouse. There we go. So it will show you under that little bar right there what the indication is for the different lights. So if it's yellow or orangey color, it means that there was a vehicle at that time period. If it's a normal blue, it means it actually recorded the event, but there wasn't any alarm or any human or whatever the case might be, making it easier. Right. Moving on from there, we also have the capability of using our video intercom. So once somebody gets to your front door or your gate and they press the bell button, it will call through towards your HikConnect app. You can, like I said, either ignore mother-in-law or ask her, what do you want? Why are you here? Why didn't you let me know? Anyway, moving on. I'm not going to hammer on that too much. All right. So this allows you now to basically communicate back and forth, or even with the event that you can pull history to say, but I did speak to the person was at my door. And here's the little clip of whatever the case of that event or that log would be. Or if somebody's at your door and they maybe press it and you're not home, they can leave a message for you saying, hi, this is, take a lot. I was here to deliver your brand new phone, but I'm going to keep it for myself. I'm just joking. I'm not saying anything. So you can also pull that history log and you can share with that history with other people, making it easier. Not just that, you can also use your access control as well. So by opening and unlocking certain door areas, so access control and video intercom falls in the same category, making it easier for you. Next up is your alarm system, making it also easier for your alarm system to communicate. So with this in real time, you can arm and disarm, get alerts, one touch button, pull your history log of what happened, what did the alarm go off, where it was, etc., making it a lot easier. Not just that, with the alarm panel as well, you have certain relays that you can use to switch on and switch off things. So for my wife, before we go on date night, she would like to switch on her hair straightener because she likes straight hair. Yeah. So she'll switch on her hair straightener before we get home. So for date night, we are sorted, right? Yeah. So we don't burn the house down. So please, anyway, moving on from there. So getting all your different alerts itself on your mobile phone, making it easier for you. Once it's on your mobile phone, you get that notification. You can also store it. So there are certain ways that you can store it through the cloud services, making it way easier for you compared to what it was in the past. So later on, you can actually investigate or save it if it's really necessary. So for those CCTV notifications, it can be customized now. So if there's something specific that you would like to concentrate on, some of these guys normally will go and disable like hard drive noises. Please guys, stop doing that. Please. There's a reason why the hard drive is giving you a warning. That noise is there for a reason. It's warning you, letting you know something is wrong. Don't just go disable all of it. Anyway, moving on from there, if for any event, like for my own alarm system, I can disable the loss of AC, loss of power. So because of load shedding going on, off, I just disable my alert for my battery low, however, is enabled. So I will get notified, okay, my battery is busy going low. Maybe I should swap it out or whatever the case might be. Right, making it easier for you to customize your notifications. Moving on from there, it's also easy to share these devices with other family members or other people. So the nice thing is, if you are going on holiday and your sister-in-law is going to look after your house, which we all mean what that means, she'll be going through every single cupboard in your house. Just, sorry, but anyway. So your sister-in-law will look after your house. Once you're back from holiday, you can remove her so she doesn't switch off your alarm and go into your house and open up your fridge and take the only chocolate bar that you have left in the fridge. Sister-in-law. All right, moving on from there. So with this, we also have the capability of storing it on the cloud. So the cloud storages has quite a few different options. We can do health monitoring. We can do device management here. We can push it towards an ARC. An ARC is an alarm response company, and also to the cloud storages. So the health monitoring is easy. So for you to be able to look after your devices, if it's too complicated, you can also push it towards a service provider, as you can see in block number 2. Service provider is your ARC alarm company. So you can select them itself as who needs to take control over your device from a technical point of view. So for the guys that are installers, this is pretty nice, whether it's CCTV, whether it is alarm, whether it's access control or video intercom, you can take your company logo and put it into your application itself. So from your HikPartner Pro, your client will be able to see, oh, this is my service provider. I can contact them from here, or I can send them a message from here saying, hi, I need assistance on my alarm system. Great stuff, right? Cloud storage is at the bottom. I'm pointing with a laser again, which I'm not supposed to be doing. So, okay, let's try that. So cloud storage is there. There are certain fees involved with that. Please speak to your Hikvision representative and have a look, because there are different prices for different options. Just to give you an idea what to look for. So when it comes to that, what we basically do is we store for either 7 days or 30 days package, depends on what your requirements are. We can store it for a longer period of times, but obviously these are valuable. We have also certain ways that we can save certain clips. So these are just for events. If someone crosses a line, or if there's a human that intrudes, whatever the case is, this allows you to store that. My apologies. I had just a cup of coffee now. So in the event that maybe somebody breaks into your house and they steal your NVR or your DVR or your alarm panel, yeah, then maybe speak to your security company that does your response. There's a reason why that happens. But anyway, so once that has happened and they take your device, at least it's stored to the events are stored to the cloud, and you can obviously have that footage at any time that you would like to. Moving on from there, so it's easier for businesses. It makes it a lot easier to store that information because a lot of times people are not at their premises at businesses, or in the event that maybe it's a residential area and it's house for private use. So keeping that information, making sure that you get notified and alerted from there. Then obviously, if you wanted to, there is the QR code if you would like to scan it. So this is scannable. You can also go to our website. If you're unfamiliar with this, please pause the video if you're on YouTube so you can scan it. If you are missing it now, please look at our YouTube video. It will be there as well. So I'm going to quickly close this and then show you guys one or two separate things. Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm trying to do this as best as possible. It's monitored on that one. So let's go through there, and then we'll open up this one, and we'll pull the page over to number 2. Where's number 2? There's number 2. Boom. So if you wanted to, you can go onto the web browser, just type in HikConnect itself. You can go onto the web browser interface. You need to log in with your username and your password. Just thought I'll showcase that to you guys. Not just that, we also have the HikVision store where all the mobile apps are there. I'm trying to overlook. Where is my mouse? It's there. There we go. You can also have a look at all the other apps that are available for that. If you're not too sure what they are, there are information about what those apps are. That will be on our appstore.hikvision.com. And just to show you guys also something. Oh, no. Okay, so I've got a little camera. Yeah, I just want to show you guys the HikConnect side of things. Let me just log in. I'm sure you all know how that works. Please don't use the same password. This is just a test version to make it easier for myself. Okay, configuration. So yeah, we have a little camera. As an example, I wanted to choose a DVR and everything else, but I never had the chance because I get flooded with work. So my apologies. So we have a little camera here. Does it work? It is definitely working. Okay, so this camera is looking at my desk area. So making it a bit easier for me to show you guys that it's live and it's active. Yes, it's at my desk. So when we go into configuration for HikConnect itself, I just want to show you guys a few little options. So once you go in for the configuration, I'm sure you guys are familiar. Let me just do this while I'm at it. You guys do know that you can see the model number series itself. So there's the model. That's the model camera that I'm using. It's a 3-line camera. It's a 2nd generation camera. So it's pretty new. Not just that, you can also see the firmware version. But please take note, after the firmware version, there's a build. That build is important to you because it will tell you that it's 2020 is the year of that firmware, 04, which is the month, and 30 is the day. So it's the year, the month, the day. So I know for a fact that this firmware is outdated. So yes, this is for testing purposes. So yeah, all right. So please have a look to update your firmware, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with how to do that. I'm not going to go through that, but anyway, moving on from there, we are about the HikConnect side. So you can do your own configuration itself, set up everything. I just want to quickly show you guys. So under platform, I think I've got this one now active. My network is not the best. Yes, it's active. So you need to go and assign what your verification is, right, for your HikConnect itself. So your verification code is unique to your site itself. So please make sure that it's strong and it's viable. If your device shows that it's offline, even though you have internet connectivity, everything is fine, you set up everything, it's done and dusted, you've gone through all the settings multiple different times, then there's something wrong. The best is to look at your DNS server. So under the DNS server, you have also alternative DNS server. I just wanted to show you guys what we prefer. So under prefer, under Hikvision, normally it will be 8.8.8.8, or if it's a alternative one, it will be 1.1.1.1. If you need more information, please go Google. So if you are battling, do yourself a favor. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay. So mine is set because of the tool. Sorry. So if you are not familiar with that, you can go and change it. I'm going to show you guys here. I'm obviously not going to save it. So I'll put an extra dot in there. Did I put it? Yeah, there we go. Dot 8. It's kind of difficult because the equipment is here in front of me, right here. So, and the monitor's behind it. So it's kind of like difficult to see. So please change that. Change your DNS. So some other guys are using 1.1.1.1, or some of them will use, as an example, 8.8.4.4. Sure, you've seen this before. If not, try this, then save it. Once you save it, go have a look at your connectivity. It might be changing. So that's something that you can do for fault finding. I see quite a few people get stuck with that. All right. Moving on from there, I did show you guys the different options there, and that's it. I think that's all of it, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Where's my mouse? Do I have a mouse? Let's see. I think that was it. All right. Okay, guys, so if there's any questions, please stay behind for the Q&A. I'll gladly try my very best to answer as much questions as possible. I think you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can still see. If not, see you guys next week. Next week is the HIK Partner Pro. So we're going to go through that new app a little bit. There might be someone else presenting it. I'm not too sure, but we're going to have a look at that. All right. So for the rest of you on YouTube, yeah, see you guys next week. Thanks for joining, and keep well.